All right, so hey guys, it's me, 8144. Today, guys, I want to talk to you guys about Tottenham Hotspur. And many of you guys will probably wonder, why am I doing a video about Spurs? So today I wanted to do this video about Spurs is because we had one of the viewers, he um requested a video for Spurs, and I decided to do it for him. Um and I decided, you know what, let's just do this video because, like I said, it's gonna be really interesting. So basically, he said the person that how did he became is basically Mbabu. He's the one that won the Twitter tournament, and basically he suggested I do a video about why do Spurs always underperform every season. Let me just exactly see what he exactly wrote to me. Okay, so the video is so it's right here. Why are Spurs so bad every single year despite being a Big Six club? And that's actually a good point. We need to have a discussion about this. Why do Spurs always underperform? Why do Spurs always disappoint? The fact they haven't even won a trophy for a long time now has been something that rival fans keep talking about, and also Spurs. That's pretty much the big thing everyone talks about. So why do Spurs always do these kind of things? Today we're gonna break things down. Okay, let's start with the first thing first. Is that Spurs? I always view them as the best of the rest. You know, they're never really a team that is really considered a favorite in my opinion. You look at the nowadays the Premier League. You got Man City, Liverpool. Spurs are not where nowhere close to those teams in terms of players and in terms of managerial thing. But what they do have is that they're better than the most other teams. They're better than United. They're better than Arsenal, and you could probably say they're better than Chelsea. They actually have a coherent structure. Right now. And that's the problem with Tottenham is that for them to win trophies, you have to be the best that there is in that competition. You know, and that's the problem with Spurs that there's really never been a scenario where they've been the favorites. You know, look at the scenario in the Europa League. For instance, like they should have been able to beat Dynamo Zagreb. We all can agree that, and they should have made it to the round of 16 of the Europa Conference League. You know, but at the end of the day, Tottenham is just never really the best. And that's the issue with Tottenham is that they're always viewed in that sense. Another thing I also think is a big problem with Tottenham is that there's not enough players in the dressing room that has that vocal presence. Has that leadership qualities that I think many teams have. You look at the best teams in the world. Look at Liverpool, for instance, with Jordan Henderson. Look at you know, let's see. I'm trying to think of another good team. You look at PSG with Marquinhos. Here in Spurs, their captain is Lloris. And don't get me wrong, Lloris isn't a bad captain, but in terms of those kind of captains I mentioned, is he anywhere close to them? I don't think so. And for those kind of teams, you need to have the mentality. And when you don't have a strong enough leader in the dressing room, it's going to be hard to win those trophies because you don't have the mentality to try to win those things. And that's my issue with Spurs that they just don't have the mentality. They don't have that personnel when it comes to the tough times. Can they be able to grind out the result? Can they be able to see their way through to the next stage? That's always been the problem with Spurs that they've always failed to do so in the most crucial moments. You know, and that's been a huge problem with Spurs. They've always been known for doing this. They've always been known for screwing things up in the latter stages of most important things. You look at the chance where they could have won the Champions League for the first time ever in their history. You look at the comeback that Dynamo Zagreb did upon them. You look at the fact they went on the group stage. This is a problem with this team is that there is not enough leaders in the dressing room, and I think it's a huge, huge problem. And I think this is something that Spurs need to have more players of. You know, and I know it's kind of weird that the timing of this video is very weird because Spurs are actually having a very good window and they're actually probably in their best period they've had in a long time. But we can't get too carried away because easily Spurs can get disappointing next season. Because let's be real, guys, Spurs can disappoint next season. That's just what they are. That's what they're capable of doing, and they're not a team I trust. They're a team that I just simply don't trust, and so I wouldn't be surprised to see them screw up in this next season. Another thing I also think is a problem with Spurs is that they have Daniel Levy as president. And when you have Daniel Levy as president, he doesn't really see eye to eye in terms of a football club. I feel like he'd be a great president to have for a business thing, like a business entity, like that kind of thing. But as far as like a football club, because the thing about football club is yes, of course, business is important. I'm not saying it's not important, but at the end of the day, you also need to love football yourself. You need to enjoy this. You can't just be looking at this from a marketing point of view. You need to look at this from your own point of view, like personal enjoyment. You know, and you look at Spurs Stadium. It's one of the best stadiums in the world. Like that stadium is completely nice, renovated, and everything like that. It's so awesome. But in terms of players and everything like that, is it amongst the best teams in the world? No. There are many teams better than them. You could say Liverpool, Man City, Real Madrid, Barcelona, Milan, now Juventus, Inter Milan. These teams will probably be better than Spurs, you know. But the truth of the matter is that Spurs needs to have that kind of player pool, and that's the problem with Spurs, that they don't have the best players, even though they have some of the best stadium in the world. And that's the problem with Spurs, that they're always a team that needs to do this. And I just don't really think Daniel Levy is a great president for this club. And I know that I know he's made some signs this summer. You know, obviously you look at Richarlison. You know, I know Basuma. I know they got who else they got Kulasescu on permanent deal. I know they've been doing these kind of businesses, but the issue is that Spurs, they only do like business like every 2 seasons. They don't really do it like consistent. Remember after the fact, before the Champions League final, guys, they made no business. I don't think they made any signings that previous summer, you know, and they still made the Champions League final. So I wouldn't be surprised the following season they only make like 1 or 2 deals, you know, and that's the problem with Spurs, that they're not consistent in terms of transfers, which is the reason why Spurs are always such a team that always disappoints. You know, they're a team that I think can very well disappoint. So for me personally, I'd say Spurs is a team that is like that. So, you know, and as I said before, guys, Spurs is a good team. Like, I'm not saying they're not a good team, but they're always a team that's more like the best of the rest, you know, and that's why they're established themselves as the top six. But if they really want to be serious in the next coming years, they need to win a trophy. They need to win a trophy. And at this point, any trophy will do. Even a cup trophy would do, you know? Because at this very moment, guys, they haven't won anything since 2008. That is embarrassing. A team of this caliber has not won any single major trophy. It hasn't won anything since 2008 as an embodiment. And you have teams like other teams like Sevilla, you know, these kind of teams kind of on their level, you know, maybe even lower than them, you know. Then you have like teams like Villarreal, these kind of teams. Like, they're able to win trophies over Spurs, and Spurs haven't. So, you know, I just find that to be very interesting. So I want you guys to comment down below. What do you guys think? Because like I said, guys, this is a very open discussion. And you know, I want to know what you guys think. Because obviously, guys, I'm not a Spurs fan, so I'm a Barca fan. So, you know, I'm taking this from a neutral point of view. But if you are a Spurs fan, please let me know in the comment section below, because I'm sure that you guys probably know you guys probably know better than I do. But you know, I just want to make this video just for honor, to just to fulfill the request of my friend and everything like that. So once again, I want to give a shout out to Bob, who was the one that thought of this idea for me, and yeah, shout out to him. So I'll leave a link to his Twitter page in the description below. Make sure you guys check him out. Indeed. So like I said, let me just know what you guys think about this, because like I said, guys, I think it's a very open discussion. So make sure you guys comment down your thoughts. Subscribe if you already like to be, if you enjoyed it. We're on road to 1,000 subscribers, guys. We're at 857 as of today, so we can get to like around 900 by the end of August. That'll be awesome, awesome indeed. So hope you guys do enjoy, and I'll see you guys later. Peace out.